Hey, Kurt Herzog back with some tips and tricks. These are techniques that I use when I'm working with Shan inlay pen blanks. Here are a couple of tips and tricks that can help you be more successful with Shan laser cut inlay pen blanks. There are two products available from Shan Woods I think you should consider. They currently offer a silicone assembly dowel and a sanding mandrel that I find valuable. For the most part, both products revolve around gluing in the component pieces after pressing to the proper depth, and then preparing an even, adhesive-friendly internal surface for gluing in the brass tube. One of the available aids that I find very helpful is the RTV Silicone Assembly Dowel. It is a convenient alternative to using the brass tube wrapped in wax paper. The silicone dowel is inserted into the wooden blank barrel to provide a backstop controlling the depth of insertion of component pieces. This allows you to easily place the component pieces into the pattern at the correct depth and tack them into place. Being silicone, it resists glue, and the dowel can be easily removed upon completion of tacking the components into place. Do note that there are currently 3 different sized silicone dowels available. Each of these dowels has a different diameter to fit the various inner diameter pen blank dimensions. You can currently purchase 3/8 inch, 10 millimeter, and 27/64 inch. The correct size will fit into the barrel blank snugly with very little gap, yet be inserted and removed easily. There may be additional sizes in the future, but currently there is no dowel available for barrel sizes smaller than 3/8 inch. To use the silicone dowel, insert the correct diameter dowel into the inlay blank body using a twisting and gently pushing motion. There is no need to press it in completely. Instead, insert the dowel only deep enough to cover the cutout area where pieces will be inserted. The silicone dowel will allow the component pieces being assembled to be seated at the correct depth, flush to the inner diameter of the blank's barrel. You can tack your pieces in one at a time, or all at once if you use the rubber bands to hold everything into place. Whichever method you use, the goal is to minimize the adhesive that wicks down to the silicone dowel. One method that works well, if you assemble all the pieces and then glue, is to use a disposable artist's brush to apply thin CA to the seams of the components, spray with activator, and then promptly remove the dowel. It can be removed with a light twisting and pulling motion. The silicone assembly dowels are reusable. Avoid getting dust or dirt on the dowel. Any debris can cause the dowel to stick in the barrel or leave debris behind. The best method to store the dowel is in the Ziploc bag it came in. This will keep it clean and ready for its next use. I find that a paper towel with some acetone can be used to clean debris from the dowel. Another handy tool that can aid your success with laser-cut inlay pen blanks is the sanding mandrel. This mandrel is currently available in the 3/8 inch size from Shan Woods. There are several instances where this can be used. If you accidentally get a component a bit too deep or have adhesive that prevents the brass tube from being inserted, you can remove the offending material flush to the inner diameter. You can also use the sanding mandrel to remove any stray adhesive in the brass tube inner diameter. Any debris here that reduces the press diameter will cause problems during the assembly presses. The reduced inner diameter will increase the required press force. This can spread the tube, flexing the adhesive bond, and can crack the wood body or applied finish. Use the sanding mandrel to remove any adhesive that could cause problems. The sanding mandrel can be used in many ways. You can use it by hand, held with your fingertips. You can insert the mandrel into a small handle if you wish. You can also use the mandrel in a pistol drill or a drill press. It will also work well in a rotary handpiece such as a Fordham or similar rotary tool. Be certain to use it only to remove offending materials. Remove only what blockage is necessary to insert the brass tube or clean the brass tube ID for proper parts pressing. Excess removal in either case can be detrimental to your final results. The mandrels can be reused until the abrasive discs deteriorate. The mandrel's sanding discs can be cleaned using crepe stick cleaners used for abrasive sanding belts. I find that the sanding mandrels are very handy for all the pen varieties that I make. Very modestly priced, you may want to consider having them available for all your pen efforts. Thank you for watching the latest video in our Tips and Tricks series designed to help you be more successful with your laser cut inlay pen blanks. Watch for additional videos coming in this series.